Hello everybody, welcome back to the Forest Job. Today we're taking on Paris Saint-Germain in the second of 3 games in the International Champions Cup. After yesterday's win against Atletico Madrid, we're in a really good position to win this tournament, which really doesn't mean anything to anyone, but if you're in a competition, you might as well win it. Remember, Callum Hudson-Odoi really made a debut to remember yesterday. Almost his first touch on the ball was an assist for Adam Ploshek, who was moved on to the right-hand side of midfield, something that we will look to continue the experiment with at some point today. I am slightly worried that that might mean the end of the road for Harry Wilson, but knowing him, he'll probably find a way to fight back into contention. So let's get to the match day and have a look at who's going to be playing for us today. We can see that Oriol Busquets is in awful form, and that might as well be an excuse for us to experiment with midfield a little bit. I'm going to move Camavinga into defensive midfield, and we're going to give Bellingham a chance to play in the middle of the park. Busquets might as well sit the game out given how awful his form is today. Meslier and Ramsdale will obviously move out of the squad because I do not substitute goalkeepers during friendlies, and that is pretty much it as far as the makeup of the bench is concerned. The only real question now is what do we do in terms of the other players playing for us, and I'm thinking I am tempted to give Ihataren a start up front alongside Hernandez. Do we do it? Yeah, we might as well. Why not? Let's experiment a little bit more today. Paris Saint-Germain looks like are playing a 4-3-3 formation with Vinicius Jr., Kylian Mbappe and Urner up front. That is a worrying trio of players, especially the first two that I mentioned. Urner, not so much. I'm not really sure who the hell he is. Looks like a player called, I don't know, Xavier Simons maybe? Adel Taarabt playing for Paris Saint-Germain alongside Marco Verratti. Interesting. They have weaknesses down their left-hand side that we could take advantage of. I'm just wondering now, with Adam Ploshek, maybe we should exploit, especially with Ashley Young playing at left-back, maybe we should be exploiting pace on those wings. Yeah, we're going to go for it, boys and girls. We're going to go for the pace and power on both wings of Ploshek and Hudson-Odoi. Sorry, Harry, but you can come on and give us a little bit more culture later on in the game. That's going to do us. I think that is going to be the starting lineup. I've got no idea if it's going to be an effective one for us, but I'm looking forward to seeing what Ihataren can bring to this team. He's definitely got it in his locker to be a very good support striker or attacking midfielder. He's got decent passing. Admittedly, his passing isn't quite up to the standard of Arcas, but Arcas honestly is on another planet where it comes to his passing, both on the ground and in the air. Ihataren's stats are more than good enough, as Joe Worrell leads the team out for what could be, if this wasn't my last season anyway, what could be his last season as a regular starter, because he is starting to show signs that he might be regressing slightly, and we all know that once those players' legs start going, I tend to abandon them very quickly indeed. I am not one to stand on ceremony where it comes to moving players on. Well, certainly, I don't think in his case he would be moving on, but certainly he would probably lose his place as a starter in the first team. As Urner gets the ball on the right-hand side. Here's Marquinhos back into Urner, who does well to hold on to the ball. Plays it into Kylian Mbappe, who turns, shoots and misses. Well, he doesn't do that often. More often than not, Mbappe from that kind of range, especially, we know what the AI is like with the back-to-goal turn and shot. If that was Harry Kane, that would have been a goal for sure. So we'll just take that as an omen of good luck, and we will move on. Ait Nouri down the left-hand side, plays the ball into Hudson-Odoi, who finds Bellingham in the centre. Both new signings for the club, who are starting for the first time today. Out to Zayfak, into the middle for Hernandez, well cleared by the defender. Ait Nouri underneath it, wins the header, and Bellingham now into Odoi. Looks to get the ball into the box, can't manage it. Bellingham challenges in the air, And that will be a throw-in to Nottingham Forest. He has such strength and power. I mean, I know in real life we're talking about the fact that a 17-year-old Bellingham is going to the Euros. And already at that age, he looks like a complete player. Certainly, he's one of the best 17-year-olds that I remember ever seeing at that age. Wayne Rooney springs to mind. But even then, Rooney was more about the raw power and talent of a striker. Bellingham, as a midfielder, is a little bit more well-rounded, I think. And of course, he's yet just another example of the German football system taking English talent and really allowing them to kick on. As Hernandez has the ball outside the box, tries to cross it, it's cut out very nicely. Now Marco Verratti will look to play the ball forward. Here's Malang Sarr into Adel Tarapt. Back to Sarr again. The front two of Ihataren and Hernandez doing well to press here. And a foot on the ball from Adam Hlošek. Zefuk comes forward to put pressure on Ashley Young, and it very nearly works. Young is really struggling with the attentions of Zefuk here. Here's Bellingham. That's a lovely move from Bellingham into Hernandez. Oh, very nearly. Well, I'll tell you what, the movement from this Forest team is very, very encouraging. Here's Adoye again. He's a right footer, likes to play on the left. Hlošek! Well, they nearly combined again. These two, despite playing on opposite sides of the pitch, have a real understanding in what is their only their second game playing together. Kepa Arrivabialaga. I've butchered that. I'll just call him Kepa from now on. Into Simons. I'm assuming his name is Xavier Simons. Oh, Nori wins that ball well. Looks to play it into Hernandez. Can't quite manage it. Adoye and Hernandez are putting pressure on Kehrer. Gets it back to Kepa, who moves it forward, but only as far as Zefuk. Here's Camavinga. Hlošek. Bellingham. Oh, well. He deserved to have a go, but it was, if I'm being very kind, it was optimistic. Nice take from Hernandez. Moved the ball one way and then looked to dink it the other. The defender got a touch on it, and my God, Marco Verratti is a beautiful man, isn't he? He really is. He's very, very small, but he's beautiful. Oh, that's a loose pass there by the Paris Saint-Germain team. Kehrer again is being isolated. It's Camavinga into Ihataren. Out wide to Hlošek, who gets the run of Sarr very easily, plays it in, but Kepa, it's all too easy for him. The ball was a little bit loose. Kehrer again. This time he's able to find Tarapt without too much trouble. Malang Sarr. Oh dear, what has he done there? Zefuk completely turned off there. Bellingham. Here's Ihataren. Back to Bellingham. Hlošek. Zefuk. Oh, nearly. Salisu wins the header. Here's Hlošek. Oh, very close. These passes are just inches away from coming off for us. Hudson-Odoi wins the ball. It's good to see. Oh dear, that's not a good pass by Hudson-Odoi. Hernandez applauds him anyway. He knows where the intention was there. The execution was slightly off, but the intention was good. Marquinhos. Oh, Hernandez nearly winning the ball there. And in fact, he does win the ball for his team. Here's Camavinga. And there's the half-time whistle, just as Nottingham Forest were looking to start another attack. It's 0-0 here at half-time. Forest have had the better of it. So Hernandez to Bellingham. Adoy through to Hernandez. He's in here, you know. Oh, it's a good save by Kepa. I tell you what, that was very nearly the perfect start to the second half for Nottingham Forest. Here's Aït-Nouri to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Into Hernandez. Will very nearly get Sloshek. Oh, Sloshek's in behind here. Oh, it's off the post. Oh, my word. Well, he'll be kicking himself for that. If he tried to chip the goalkeeper, I think he would have put it in. Instead, he tried to shape it around him, and he's hit the post. Mbappe gets this. I was going to say we could be in trouble, but he's continued to dribble the ball back, and Salisu now. Oh dear. Maybe a lobbed through ball would have been the better choice there for him. Here's Ashley Young. Camavinga intercepts. Here's Bellingham. Oh no. I bigged him up, and he's kind of fallen a little bit flat in the second half. Camavinga wins the ball. Oh, come on, referee. I don't know what game you're watching, but that was a fair tackle, I think. There's no foul there. There is absolutely no foul there. I don't know what the referee's looking at, but oh my God. I hope that brown envelope is absolutely stuffed full of euros. Hatteran. Now Camavinga. Oh dear, that was a risky pass. I acknowledge that fact. And Wirtz is in here. Well, Salisu's done a great job of intercepting that. Now Bellingham to Sloshek. Sees the run of Callum Hudson-Odoi. Doesn't find the pass though. Paris Saint-Germain are starting to find little gaps here and there. Although as soon as those gaps are appearing, it feels like Forest are plugging them. It's Sloshek. I don't know what Worrell is doing that far up the pitch. He needs to get back. Sloshek doing his best to catch up with Ashley Young, who I thought was a weakness, but actually, turns out he's been very good for Saint-Germain today. Eventually, someone's going to get their foot on the ball and slow this down. Here we are. I'll go out for a throw-in, and I think I'm going to make some changes here. Looks like Paris Saint-Germain have as well. Hatteran's been okay, but I think we're going to go back to the tried and trusted with Kike Arcas. Hernandez has been decent, but Nketiah is in fantastic form, so we're going to give him a go. The rest of the team, I don't think is doing too badly at all. Is there anything we can change that we'd want to? I don't think there is, to be honest. Maybe we'll freshen things up at fullback, bring Frimpong on for Zayfuck, but other than that, so it's going to be a triple change here. Both strikers being replaced, and a change at right back as well, introducing slightly more pace and attacking threat down that flank. I mean, there already was a lot of pace and attacking threat down the flank, but it's just been increased exponentially with that substitution. Here's Aït-Nouri. Oh my goodness me. That pass needed to be a lot firmer. Ball over the top. Worrell should deal with this. He deals with the initial ball, but not the secondary. It's Camavinga. Oh, Hudson-Odoi's got some space to run into here. He's got two men in attack with him. And somehow he's been tackled. Oh dear, oh dear. And Wirtz has got a lucky bounce here. Salisu chasing. And he's going to make up for it. He's very good, Salisu. Bellingham might have been nudged a little bit there, but the player gets away with it. Here's Loschek. Nketiah. Bellingham out to Hudson-Odoi. Back into Bellingham. Bellingham! Oh, Nketiah's got in the way. Oh, it could have been a goal for Jude Bellingham. But he's denied by his own teammates. Come on, Eddie, get there. Couldn't quite get there. Arcas. Goal for Arcas. Rifled it into the roof of the net. So often we're used to seeing Forest players sliding it into the bottom corners. And I think Arcas knew that when he put some power behind it. The goalkeeper was expecting a low effort. And he's rifled it above his head instead. And you can see the manager behind them doing a very strange little jig. I'd be lying if I said that we overly deserved the goal. But what a finish that is from Arcas. And Ihataren will be sitting on the bench now thinking, I had my chance. I had my chance. What a finish. See what it means to the fans there. They all want a piece of their hero. Well, well, well. What a goal that is by Kike Arcas. And there's the final whistle. And you can see from the celebrations on the pitch that the results have gone the right way for them in the other match. And Nottingham Forest are the winners of the International Champions Cup with a game to spare. Well, I said that we'd be lucky to get that goal and that we didn't necessarily deserve it, but honestly, looking at those stats, maybe I was being a bit harsh on myself. Similar number of passes, Paris Saint-Germain definitely the better of the two where it came to accuracy of passing. But sometimes that can be misleading. Yes, we made a lot more mistakes passing-wise, but the number of chances that we had points to the fact that a lot of those passes that were unsuccessful were possibly attacking passes in the final third. So sometimes passing accuracy is not a brilliant measure of how good your team has played, because you can be very, very accurate with your passes when you just pass it among your back four constantly. But when you're in that final third looking to make things happen with attacking through balls, they won't always come off. Let's have a look at the ratings for the players. They had a terrible game according to this. So did Salisu. I don't agree with that at all. Arcas coming off the bench to get a man of the match performance and a 7 rating. That's his second man of the match in a row. We haven't had the player of the European Player of the Year announcement yet, but I think that Arcas can happily throw his name into the ring for that. So let's have a look at the confirmation of the other result. Atletico and Juventus drawing 1-1, meaning that we are clear and away from the pack. Juventus, the only team that could have caught us, now unable to, as they're on 2 points with only 3 points left to play for. And of course that game is coming tomorrow between us and Juventus. I will probably pick a rotated team to try to get the best out of the players that we have and see what options we have. in terms of tactical uh, fluidity and flexibility. But that's going to be it for today's episode. Hopefully, tomorrow we might have some transfer news for you regarding a couple of players that we're still looking to move out of the team. I'm looking at another centre back. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy him or not, but I am looking at another centre back. If I did buy that one, then it would probably be as a replacement for Albiol. I'm still kind of uneasy at the idea of using regens at the moment. But that's going to do us for today. Thank you very much for watching. Until tomorrow, take care. Bye bye.